Hello everyone, hope all of you are fine. Right now I am at platform number 4 of Hyderabad station, and most probably our train would be coming on this particular platform from the yard, and we should be starting a journey from here itself. And most probably my coach, that is the second AC coach, should also come over here. Today I'm going to do journey in 2 AC in 22731 Hyderabad Mumbai CSMT Express, and I'm going to do journey till Dadar, and I'll tell you later on also in the journey like how you can reach to any western railway station from Dadar station also. And we will explore how the journey is in this particular train. This is a very high demand train, and generally at the last moment there aren't any seats available. All through the year this train runs in very high demand, and many a times during holiday season or during festival time this train's premium Tatkal ticket also get completely full. And let me tell you that the premium Tatkal in 2AC somewhere cost around like 4,000 rupees. So yeah, it is a lot, but demand is such that those tickets are also completely full sometime. My waiting got confirmed, so I was a little bit lucky, and we will see how the journey is. This particular train has an advantage that if in case you have a full day work in Hyderabad, then you can definitely go for this particular train. It operates daily, and we should be reaching in afternoon time in Mumbai, and we will see how the punctuality is. Generally it is on track, but it may be like 10-15 minutes delay, not more than that, unless something happens. And we would also be exploring Kandala ghat section, which would be in daylight. And the only disadvantage which I can say is that you would only get half day work in Mumbai. So that is something which you need to consider. If in case you need a full day work in Mumbai, then Hussain Sagar Express would be a very good option. I've already done a journey in that. That video is already on the channel. You can check it out later on. Now let's see the journey in Hyderabad Mumbai CSMT Express, and let's see how it is. First, we will start from Hyderabad station, and we would be seeing Begumpet and Lingampalli also it stops, and we will see how the journey unfolds. So I was sitting over there. That's the place where a guy is standing, and that is the waiting room where I was sitting. And when I saw the board over here of this particular train, I saw that it had mentioned Mumbai, Hyderabad, and I could remember this particular board. So I thought like this is our train. And I was a little bit surprised because this is not the platform which it generally arrives. It arrives actually on that particular platform. So this was really a nice change, I could say. And then I have to come from that particular passage behind, because I knew the TOC coaches would be behind. So from there I came over here. The doors are still locked. So once it is open, I'll get inside. And in the meantime, I'm not sure I should go with my luggage to the front to see the locomotive. Let's see when the door opens. Once it's open, and I'll keep my luggage, and then we will get ahead and see what is the locomotive of our train. So I've come to my coach, and that's my seat, side lower. And I was lucky that even after confirmation I could get the side lower berth, because sometimes it can give anything. I don't like the side upper because there is a vent over there. And I'll show you the coach layout in detail, and then I'll show you also the like a glimpse of how the 2AC passage looks like. And I had luggage and I had to come from the other coach, so I couldn't show the usual way which I generally prefer to show, how the entrance and everything is. But I'll show you later on how it looks while getting out of the coach. First I'll show you the coach layout, and then we'll proceed ahead and see the locomotive of a train. So let's start from here, because these are the two most important points. These are the charging point, and that's the button for the light, I think, in between, and those two buttons are for charging point. You can keep any items over here, and there is the reading light on the top, and beneath also there is a reading light, as you can see over there. And there is a reading light on this side also. There is the charging point for the side lower as well as for the side upper, and that is the bottle holder and the vent on the top, which I said on side upper berth. If there could be something that could control, it would have been really nice, but yeah, that's how it is. So if you like cooling and if you want more cooling, then the upper berths in 2AC are really very good. You can see the vents are here also, and there are good amount of vents for the AC. And that's how the coach layout is. So pretty much in the coach layout of 2AC, in this particular coach, there are charging points for all the seats, so that is really very good. And the curtains are there for privacy. And in 2AC I generally prefer any seat, be it these 4 seats or that particular side lower seat. But the only seat which I don't prefer is the side upper seat, because I don't like too much of cooling, and that particular vent is like too much straight on the body. This particular vent is vertical, so it's not completely on the body itself. So yeah, you have a blanket, but there it becomes too much. And I have traveled once in Golden Temple Mill. I had the side upper berth and I actually fell ill because of the cooling, and the cooling was reduced and the coach TT also helped. Well, you can check it out. It is already on the channel later on after this video. First, let's get ahead to the front of the train and see what is the locomotive of a train.
आता काय थोडं लवकर आलेलं बरं म्हटलं आता कशाला उगाच धावपळ
नाही सोलापूर
So right next to the 2 AC coach, this is BE2, and very next to it is BE1 over there. And these two coaches are numbered as extra coaches because they are probably going to be replaced with a general class coach, but that has not happened so far. So when that would happen is actually known to officials. But I traveled in Hussain Sagar Express few time before, I think like a few months before, and it was still the same. So yeah, so far it is still the same composition. So very next to this Duranto livery B1 coach, there is the S2 coach. So there are two sleeper class coaches and they are all shining very nicely. So that's really very good. And ahead of sleeper class coach is general class coach and SLR, and one general class coach is very next to the A3, that is right behind at the end of the train. So that's the locomotive of our train 30289 Lallagoda Shed WAP7, which is going to power us till Mumbai, and that's Dakshin Express bound for Hazrat Nizamuddin, Delhi, and it will depart around like 8 o'clock, and the crowd is phenomenal. Actually, this train has a very high demand, and I've traveled in this particular train from Hazrat Nizamuddin till Hyderabad, and yeah, the demand is phenomenal. And the train takes a lot of time. One of the slowest train between Hyderabad and Delhi, and it has a lot of halts also. But I enjoyed it a lot. I had seen a nice parallel run when I traveled in it. You can check it out later on. It was an interesting long journey. Now let's get back to our train and let's see when we depart. Hopefully we should depart on time. So that was a delayed start for our journey, but that is not big deal for our train because it could be before time at Dawn because the time allotment is quite sufficient. And let's see how the journey would be tomorrow morning. And I am expecting a little bit of crowd till Pune. So let's see whether that happens in 2AC or not. And if in case it happens, how much is that and how the journey unfolds. After Lonavala, we should be enjoying the Kandala ghat section, so that also would be interesting to see. So I'll take some rest now, and I'm also searching the coach attendant and the bedding staff to provide me with the hand towel, but they are nowhere to be seen. I've already asked twice. So in spite of 2AC, they have not provided the hand towel in the packet. So that was a big minus, I could say. I think that is something which doesn't happen generally in any 2AC trains, but it could be possible for some trains. So that's how Indian Railways is. Now let me see if I can find him, and I'll take some rest now once my ticket is checked. So very good morning, and we are not too far from Daund. In terms of sleep, it was really very fantastic. No disturbance, very comfortable. The cooling is also perfect. It's neither too cold nor it is warm. I didn't need the blanket, but otherwise also it was perfectly fine. And it is very rare that once I have slept, then I have woken directly in the morning. Maybe I was tired also yesterday and I slept also quite late. Actually, by the time I could sleep, we reached Lingampalli, so that is why I showed you that also. And then TT came after Lingampalli, and yeah, it was almost 12 when I slept. Yet I would say the sleep was comfortable, no disturbance whatsoever, and I slept very peacefully, very comfortably. So in terms of sleep and comfort, and if you really don't want any disturbance, 2AC would be really a very good choice. In 3AC, you might feel it, but I'm not sure because in this particular train, in 3AC, when I traveled in the ICF time when the coaches were the old one, that time it was comfortable. I was actually ill, so yeah, that wasn't big issue. But I myself was not well, so I was like, can't really say what exactly I was feeling, but it was still comfortable and not too much of a disturbance or anything. Now, in terms of breakfast, if in case you don't have anything and if you're going till Mumbai, then Pune would be a very good option. There would be some items sold at Daund also, but Daund I won't recommend, and the reason would be crowd, because by the time you would be buying or anything, you would see a lot of crowd on the station, and it could be problematic for you to buy, purchase, and then like come back to your seat. Plus, the 2AC coaches are like really towards the end, so I'm not sure whether the stalls would be near the 2AC coaches or not. And in terms of punctuality, yeah, we have some unscheduled halt right now, not sure why, but whatever is the reason, there could be some traffic or something, but we are not too much delayed, and we might be like 10-15 minutes late on Dawn. We will see when we'll reach there, and I'm not sure I would be able to show the arrival because I'm not going to open the door unnecessarily. But yes, as far as the departure goes, I'll definitely try to show it, even if it is from the seat itself. And even if the door is occupied by the people, the glass is quite clean, so I'll show you from the seat itself, if in case I cannot show you from the outside. And I'll have my breakfast. I'll get it ready now because I think in 10-15 minutes we should reach Dawn. So I'm planning to have and complete my breakfast between Dawn and Pune, so that after Pune onwards we can enjoy uninterrupted. So let's see the arrival at Dawn Junction. We reached Pune a little bit late after 9, and the reason is because we waited quite a long time outside Pune, and that is something which usually happens with all train arriving at Pune. And I don't know how they control, but they make sure that the trains wait. And Vande Bharat Express from Solapur to Mumbai is coming. I've already done a journey in that. You can definitely check it out. It's already available on the channel. Local passengers were there in this particular train and even in 2AC, and they occupied all the doors, and like, yeah, that is kind of like a mess which always happens from Daund to Pune. But from Pune onwards, it's quite a bit relaxed, especially in 2AC and 3AC. And let's see how the journey would be. Let me first show you the arrival of Vande Bharat Express. I think it might be possible that particular train arrives, completes its halt, and then departs. And maybe we might be waiting. Whatever it would be, let's check it out how the series of event happens. And if in case we depart first, then we would be in for an overtake. Okay, we have started to depart, so this is interesting. So we might get overtaken later on. Let's see the departure. Along with that, I'll also show you the arrival of Vande Bharat Express.
Yes, sir. I card. Abhishek. पेट्रोल चाहिए क्या आपको? ऊपर करते हैं। हाँ नहीं ज़्यादा
So this is Kandala where we are right now, and at Lonavala there were like a lot of local passengers who wanted to board the train, and TT actually closed the door, locked it to just make sure that no unauthorized passengers board in second AC, and the crowd was immense. The overtake was smooth of Vande Bharat Express, but more interesting was to see how many people wanted to board this train from Lonavala itself. Now this particular station, the train stops, but it is a technical halt. It is not a commercial or official halt. And I think Vande Bharat Express has already completed its technical halt and proceeded further on. So yeah, we are not going to chase that particular train. And we are on the third line. So I'll try my best to show you as best possible the ghat section as I could. Now let's see when we start from here, and following which our train would be directly stopping at Kalyan if in case there is no obstruction anywhere. There is no halt at Karjat or anywhere in between. And it might have one more technical halt later on in this ghat section. Otherwise, there shouldn't be any further official or technical halt for our train. So that was our run in Kandala Ghat section. Right now we are skipping Karja station. We are cautious, but now the train is picking up speed. So I'll show you some interesting skips before we reach Kalyan. And one important thing, if in case you have to go anywhere near Thane, then get down at Kalyan. That would be a good option because the train stops directly at Dadar after stopping at Kalyan. Then it will be a long ride till Dadar and then you have to come back again. So getting down at Kalyan will be a good option. Even the local train would not be having that much of rush. You can take a slow local train for much more ease instead of taking the fast train, which generally has good rush. Now let's enjoy some skips before we reach Kalyan Junction. So just over 12 we have departed from Kalyan Junction, and it is a very important station and many people got down over here because if in case you have to go to anywhere nearby Kalyan, then it is a really right place to get down and proceed ahead with a local train or by cab or whichever way you like. Now next stop is Dadar, which is a very important stop, and that is the place where I will be getting down. And I'll also share with you how you can reach to any place in Western Line, like Andheri, Boreli, from Dadar onwards. Our train, if in case it would not have faced the chain pulling at Badlapur, then we could have been on time at Kalyan. But yeah, that was a very disappointing thing. And that not only disrupted our trains run, but I saw like couple of more local trains which were bound towards Badlapur, Karjat were also affected due to that. So that is something which people should avoid. There were many people who got down over there, and I'm not sure what the officials are doing and who are responsible to catch those people, because that's not allowed to do. And even traveling or walking on track is not allowed whatsoever. So yeah, that was something a big minus. Anyways, let's enjoy the run till Dadar. I am in for some interesting skips. Let's see how much the train performs. Let's see how the run is, and when we reach Dadar. If in case the run is proper, we should be on time at Dadar. We reached Dadar Central Station at 12:45, so there was a delay of like 10 minutes, but that would not have happened if the chain pulling would not have happened, but that was, it was. Generally also the train is not delayed by too much, maybe like 10 minutes or 15 minutes here and there, not delay like 1 hour or something like that. I have not seen in past, but it can happen, so just keep a buffer. But generally the punctuality is good, marginally off track. And in terms of safety, you have to be precautious. There are a lot of local passengers boarding in the morning and there are a lot of stops also. So use lock and chain. Cleanliness was nicely maintained, so there was not an issue in 2AC. In terms of food, you have to arrange your own food. There is no pantry car. Pune is a good option for breakfast, and if in case you're boarding from Hyderabad anywhere, then get your own food if in case you didn't have your dinner. So that was my journey experience, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Now I'll tell you how you can reach to any place in Western Line like Bandra, Andheri, Boreli. First thing you need to do is, as soon as you get down from the train, go on top of the bridge, that is the foot-over bridge, and once you go on top, you can buy a ticket through ATVM machines using QR code, or you can even buy through the counters. Here are the counters. This counter is actually for the outstation train, but on the left hand side there are the counters for local train also. Once you have taken the ticket, just need to go towards this particular entrance which you see where people are going, and you need to move towards the right hand side. When I got on to the foot over bridge, one person asked me where is platform number 1. So that is where you have to head towards, that is towards the right, to reach platform number 1 or 3 if in case you are going towards Bandra, Andheri, Boreli. So if you are going to Bandra, Andheri, Boreli or anywhere beyond Boreli, then 3 number platform would be good because there would be fast train. But if in case apart from these stops you are going to get down anywhere like Goregaon, Villeparle, Santa Cruz, then platform number 1 would be the right choice. If in case you want to go towards Mumbai Central, then you have to go on to platform number 2 and 4. And if in case you want to take any slow local towards Churchgate, Mumbai Central, go on to platform number 2. For fast local, go on to platform number 4. So that was the detail how you can reach to any place. If in case you still have any questions, feel free to ask through the comment section. I'm also on Instagram. Link is mentioned in the description. You can follow me there also. Thanks a lot for watching the entire video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. If in case you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can check out many more videos which are already on the channel and many more which would be coming up. Take care, travel safe, be happy, and see you in some another journey. Goodbye for now.